The following vignettes are dramatizations based on interviews with the guests and coaches at a women's shelter. Cast members from Mirror Theatre analyzed the material and created the following vignettes. They are provided to assist us in better understanding life outside and inside of a shelter. Feel free to watch in its entirety or pause to think, discuss after specific scenes that you wish to do so. Better? We all have our life struggles and sometimes help is offered. The questions are, who decides what an appropriate solution might be? And, is it about fixing or acceptance?
Better. 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 Better?
For whom?
How do you read people? They say that first impressions are lasting. However, these perceptions are based as much on the perspectives of those observing as about those being observed. What biases do you bring when you judge others? How would you like to be read? What meanings would you give to each sculpture?
Nadia, I don't think I could work with her. She seems too defiant. Bernadette, I don't think I could work with her. Too much ego. Lindsay, I don't think I could work with her. She seems too defensive. Abby, I don't think I could work with her. She seems too resistant. Candace, I don't think I could work with her. She seems vulnerable and indecisive. Lindsay, I think I might be able to work with her. She seems receptive.
cold out today. How are you only wearing that?
Warm-blooded?
Fair.
Let me get her nails done.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, I think I need to get her redone because I got it chipped. Hey, mister.
I'm no mister.
You're just fucking bad for business. How do you read people? Part B.
Janice, you go to the far left. Nadia, you just step out for a second. Janice, move a little bit more to the right, yeah. Abby, you go second. Bernadette, you can stay where you are. Lindsay, Ann, move next to Lindsay. Nadia, you go between Bernadette and Lindsay Ann. This is my story. Candace needs help. Abby, resilient. Bernadette, hope. Nadia, ready to go. Lindsay Ann, content. And Lindsay, a leap of faith.
What sequence would you give this set of sculptures?
So you're going to Costco on the weekend, aren't you?
Yeah.
So if I gave you $50, would you pick up a bunch of treats for next rehearsal?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks. Just bring the receipt and then we'll claim for it.
Okay.
Okay, good.
You know what this reminds me of?
What?
Have you guys seen the new $10 bill?
No?
No, I didn't know there was one.
Really? It's the first Canadian bill to feature a woman of color.
That's
Wow.
amazing.
Right?
Yeah, that's great. And speaking of $10 bills, when I was coming out of the Dollar Tree, picking up our coffee cups, mugs for rehearsal, there was a woman coming across the parking lot in a walker. And I figured out what was going to happen, and she said, "Hey, sir," and said, being a little friendly, I said, "Yes." She said, "Look, I have 3 teenage boys. They're hungry. We don't have any money. Would you mind giving me some cash?" Normally I say, "I don't have any change and I don't have any bills." And often I don't. I just go buy a credit card. But this time I looked in my wallet and I found a $10 bill and I gave it to her.
You gave her a $10 bill?
Yes.
That was really nice of you.
Yep, I think so.
But isn't there an LCBO right beside that Walmart?
Yes, and I knew that.
Well, she could have easily went and bought alcohol. If she's an addict, you're enabling her, Joe.
But you're just stereotyping and assuming that she's going to go to the LCBO and get alcohol.
Well, you're right. It is a stereotype, but it is still possible that she may do that.
And it's possible that she may not.
Yes, but by giving her the money, you're possibly enabling a drug addict. Joe could have just bought her food from Walmart.
What if her kids don't like the food that Joe got her?
Well, then he could have asked her what they eat and what they prefer.
Well, I decided, I didn't have time to go into Walmart. I was rushing off to a meeting, so I decided to take a leap of faith and give her the money. I think sometimes you have to demonstrate that you trust people some of the time. If not, it's not a fun world to live in. That was my choice.
I agree.
I don't.
How do you read people? Part C.
Angelic. Shame. Peaceful.
Strong.
Unbalanced.
Proud.
What's
Your story.
We just heard what each character thought. What might your story be? What brought you here? There are many myths and stereotypes about what brings a person to a shelter. The following are but 3 examples that dispel those myths. What brought you here? Version 1.
Hey, Mom.
Tyler.
Hey.
How was work?
Work was all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you come sit down?
Yeah, of course. How was your day?
It was good actually. Yeah, I went to Jane's house.
Yeah.
She was telling me about her grandchildren.
Doesn't shut up about him, does she?
Yeah. It was quite nice though. We had a good chat.
That's really good. Really good. Hey, babe.
Hi.
Hey.
Josephine, how was work?
It was good, thanks. Did you happen to pass by the dishes that are in the sink in the kitchen?
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't been to the kitchen since this morning.
Well, clearly, because it smells really bad.
Mom, I thought you said you would do it before you went to Jane's. What happened?
I guess I just got busy. I'm watching a movie. I'll do it right after the movie.
Come on,
I promise.
Mom.
No, there's always an excuse. You have a pile of laundry all over the floor. Your makeup is clogging up the sink. Also, your hair is all over the sink. Tyler, we cannot keep living like this. We have a child on the way.
I know. Look, Mom. We gotta talk. We think you might be overstaying your welcome a bit.
A bit? We argue about this every night. She needs to go.
What are you gonna do? Just kick me out? I raised you.
Yeah, Mom, it's different, okay? I'm sorry, this is out of my control, but you have to go.
Look, I'm your mother. She's just your wife.
I don't care. Pack your stuff and leave.
What brought you here? Version 2.
Kevin, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't understand. She's lying to me. Things are missing in this house. I don't feel that this is the same person that grew up in this house.
You know what? I've had it. We've gone through this a number of times right now. It's time to have it out.
Let's have a conversation with her right now.
All right, let's do this.
So, what is going on here?
What the hell is this? You! Get out here now! You! Get dressed!
What is going on here? Who is that man?
What's the problem?
The problem is that this is our house and you are obviously here doing things that we don't approve.
Stinking up our house.
Yes.
With grass.
And on top of that, you're telling lies. How come you didn't ever tell us about these things?
Who is that?
Yes.
That is my friend.
And what does that smell?
It's marijuana. It's all natural.
It's natural, but not in this house.
It's legal.
Not in this house.
It's legal in all over Canada.
You have to be an adult to have that stuff.
I'm over 19.
You are over 19?
Yes, last I checked.
Well, you know what? On this house, we have some rules, and that we don't tolerate. So if you want to stay under this roof, either you shape up or you ship out.
I guess I'm shipping out then.
What brought you here? Version 3.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course.
It's awesome. So I have your lease all set up here.
All right.
You know, the usual if you just want to sign down at the bottom.
Sure.
Yeah, you just sign right down here. That's
Okay.
perfect. And as we discussed earlier, there is a $500 down payment,
Yes,
a
I have that.
deposit. If everything is okay when you move out, then you'll receive it back. However, if not, then I will be keeping this.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, sounds
here's
good.
your key.
Oh,
Do you have
I'm so
any
excited.
questions or concerns?
No.
Okay, great. Enjoy the apartment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
What?
believe I rented out this place.
Honey, we have another one. I'm sorry, you've been the 5th person in the last 2 days. I hope you didn't give cash like the others.
I did, actually.
I think you need to call the police. We've rented this for 6 years now.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh, my goodness.
I'm
so
sorry.
Yeah.
It's not easy to take the first step. How can we facilitate life's transitions?
They don't want me at home. Why would they want me here?
Hello?
Not yet.
Hey guys, what's up?
Part of a transition is how one is treated upon entering. How can existing groups facilitate the entry of a newcomer? How isn't it, in the following scenes?
So I've been thinking a lot about like movies and TV shows lately. Have you guys ever watched Star Trek? I used to watch it when I lived at home.
Okay, yeah, with the Spock character.
And Kirk and all the others.
Data?
Yeah, but he's kind of in a different version. So like Star Trek's broken up into different sections. So you have like Enterprise, the original. You have Voyager. You have the other one. Can't really remember it right now.
Is that seat taken?
No, go ahead.
Yes.
So yeah, like, and they're even like creating like a new one now. It's, I don't know, it seems like an off story, but I don't know if I'm gonna see it. It doesn't look as good.
Doesn't it get old? Like the same thing happening?
But like it's not, because there's so many different storylines and there's different characters, there's different captains. It's very different.
Has anyone seen Harry Potter?
And so what else happens in this new series section?
So lately I've been thinking about like movies and TV shows. Have you guys ever watched the Harry Potter series? Or read it?
I know of it, oh for sure.
Yeah, I know the name Harry Potter. And he has glasses and he hangs out with a girl and a ginger boy.
Yeah, but you've never seen it?
No.
Oh my gosh, that was my childhood. It was so good.
J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, she's one of my favorite authors. I love her so much.
Is that seat taken?
No, please have a seat.
Can you pass me the carrots?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Would you like some?
Sure, that'd be great.
Help yourself.
You know
So
Harry
what
Potter?
else, happens with this Harry Potter?
Yeah, we're talking about Harry Potter. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah, I'm a Gryffindor through and through.
I'm a Hufflepuff.
Oh, of course.
It's my favorite.
I'm Lindsay.
Hey, you must be new here. I didn't recognize your face. I've been here a while myself.
Are you enjoying the soup?
Yeah, it's really good. They make it fresh. Have you seen the kitchen?
No.
Would you like a tour?
Yeah, I guess so.
After we finish our soup?
Yeah.
Cast members were deeply impacted by this research, and we reflected on what home means to us.
Home is where I look forward to going after a long day of stress.
Home is 2 times a year, summer and Christmas.
Home is the summer camps where I spent many years as a young child and adult.
Home is talking long distance with my daughter, discussing a recent breakup.
Home is guilt for not visiting.
Home is pizza, puzzles, and late night flicks.
Home is where I feel safe.
I know home from being homeless.
What does home mean to you? What does it mean to be homeless?
She treated you like an old friend. There was no, outsider feeling. She just welcomed you in and made you feel at home.
There's no medication that can replace the services we're given.
I can't imagine how many lives they've actually saved.
They're my cheerleaders. They give me strength.
Living in community with others is complex. There are a variety of conflicting perspectives, with some parties entrenched in their own beliefs. How can we move from polarization to communication?
Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's board meeting. On our agenda today, we're going to be discussing the new shelter in the proposed suburb. Does anyone want to get us started with any opening thoughts?
Yeah, I was thinking we could place it, there's a really good neighborhood with a lot of great social services like hospitals. Maybe we can put one there.
Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard, my backyard. Don't throw your junk in my backyard's full.
Okay, welcome to our neighborhood council meeting. So today we're going to be talking about the shelter that they're proposing to bring into town. Do we have any questions or concerns about? Yeah.
Yes, I live in a clean, quiet neighborhood, and I don't want that to change.
Think about the neighborhood, neighborhood, neighborhood. Think about the neighborhood. Must be something we can do.
For me, the biggest question is security. Who are these tenants?
I have kids who walk to school in this neighborhood. I want them to be safe.
Will they say yes? Will they say no? Will they say yes? Will they say no? Will they say yes? Will they say no? What will they do?
I also have to think we need to consider transportation, how are people gonna come to the shelter and also get out of the neighborhood as well?
When I first moved here, I was promised that they were going to build an artificial lake in the neighborhood. That's not the plan anymore.
The biggest problem is NIMBY.
The biggest problem is the lack of consultation.
Will they say yes? Will they say no? Will they say yes? Will they say no? Will they say yes? Will they say no? Must be something we can do.
Given what you have watched, how would you respond to the characters' comments in this scene? What roles do you believe that shelters can play, do play, should play in the fabric of society?